say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage to deliver the commencement address for EPIC's graduating class of 2021, the Superintendent of EPIC Charter Schools, Bart Banfield.
Parents, students, families, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests, it is my privilege to welcome you to our celebration of honor for the graduating class of 2021. As we begin our ceremony, I'd like to thank EPIC Charter School's sponsor in Oklahoma and Tulsa counties, Rose State College, and our statewide authorizer, the Statewide Virtual Charter School Board. We also thank the dedicated governing board of EPIC Charter Schools. Together, these organizations play a critical role in our success. I would also like to thank the team here at Chesapeake Energy Arena for their professionalism and hospitality. Please give them a round of applause. I would also like to take a moment to recognize and thank Dr. Catherine Steno, who is with us on stage today. As a member and vice chair of EPIC's governing board, she is working hard and advocating for our school and families every day. Dr. Steno, thank you. When I was preparing this year's commencement speech, I wrote a baseball-themed address since we had planned to be in a ballpark. But we figured having an outdoor ceremony in July would be too brutal of an experience for everyone. So, when the Chesapeake Energy Arena became available, we jumped at the chance to be much cooler and much more comfortable. As all of you likely already know, like you, we were disappointed that we could not hold our ceremonies at the ballpark in May because the ballpark had invoked its rain date clause in our contract. But the silver lining is we are now having our ceremonies in a more luxurious indoor venue that is home to our Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't believe another school has ever been able to have a graduation here because of the basketball season. So we hope you were as thrilled as we were that the venue was open to us this weekend. That said, while we might not be in a baseball park today, baseball is called the All-American sport because I believe it holds some basic truths to which every American can relate. I've been around sports my whole life. My father was a basketball coach, something that I took up as an adult, so I'm instinctively more at home on a basketball court than I am on a baseball field. But in sports, in general, sports has taught me lessons about not only teamwork, focus, and physical fitness, but it's also taught me about perseverance, accepting defeat with grace, and making the most out of every opportunity. It's been said that no matter who you ask involved in organized sports, the answer to the question, what's the hardest thing to do in sports, will always be hit a baseball. I think dunking a basketball is mighty hard too. But I'm going to go with hit a baseball for my address to you all. As you make your way from this arena today and you step out into the world as high school graduates, I would be remiss as your superintendent if I didn't remind you that you're not going to hit every ball. It takes practice and continuing to hone your skills. Even then, there will be some strikes. And you know what? That's okay. It happens to the best players in the world. What matters is that you keep trying. One of the greatest baseball hitters in the history of the game was a man by the name of Babe Ruth. Would it surprise you to learn that his batting average was around .340? That means he only hit about 3 out of every 10 times he swung at a ball. Put another way, he failed 70% of the time at achieving his goal. And he is considered one of the best ever in baseball. The message here that you don't succeed at the opportunities that you don't take. Take every opportunity, because it could just be the home run that you're looking for. In closing, graduates, I would like to sum up my remarks by leaving you with 3 pieces of advice. 1, remember that things don't always end the way they started. In baseball, each season is 162 games long. It's been said that every team will lose 54 games in a season, and every team will win 54 games in a season. It's what you do with the other 54 games that matters. Those remaining 54 games can make the difference between a winning season and a losing one. Make your 54 games count. 2, life is a team sport, and everyone brings their own set of skills to the field. Some players are great hitters, some run faster than others. Maybe you're a great pitcher, but not so great at playing outfield. The point is to find out what your strengths are and use them to support your team, whether that means your friends, your family, or your coworkers. We are all stronger when we work together. And 3, leave everything on the field. It's an old baseball saying that means bring your best and don't hold back. And that's exactly what I want each of you to commit to doing every day as you pass this huge milestone. Bringing your best doesn't mean that sometimes you won't swing and miss. But leaving everything on the field will result in more home runs and, most importantly, growing as a human being. Everyone here today has so much to be proud of, so much that's been accomplished over the last year. As a school, we have managed to grow into the state's largest public school system while overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles, not the least of which is a pandemic. By earning the right to sit here today, each of you and your families and your teachers who have supported you on your journey to graduation has shown that you can persevere even in the most difficult of situations. That is the EPIC way, and we couldn't be prouder of each one of you. Congratulations to each of you, and remember, no matter what you do, from this day forward, continue to dare greatly. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome to the podium Deputy Superintendent of Instruction, Justin Hunt, to recognize our students who have earned academic honors. It is my supreme privilege to recognize those in the class of 2021 who have distinguished themselves among their peers as honor students, Oklahoma academic scholars, salutatorians, and valedictorians. Our principal's honor roll students are distinguished today by a white cord they wear on the outside of their graduation gown. Such students earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.99 during their entire high school career. Principal's honor roll students, will you please stand and be recognized? Superintendent's honor roll students are distinguished today by a double blue and gold cord they wear on the outside of their graduation gown. Such students earned a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 and higher during their entire high school career. That is no easy feat, and we salute them. Superintendent's honor roll students, will you stand and be recognized? Our Oklahoma academic scholars are distinguished today by a green cord they wear on the outside of their graduation gown. The criteria for being an Oklahoma academic scholar is set in law and involves a minimum ACT or SAT score in addition to a grade point average. Will our Oklahoma academic scholars please stand and be recognized? It is now my pleasure to recognize our 2021 EPIC salutatorians.
Our salutatorians are distinguished as being those students among the class of 2021 who had the second highest cumulative GPA during their 4 years in high school and are among our 4,000 seniors. Will this group of exceptional students please stand and be recognized?
Ladies and gentlemen, although your program states that this is the time to recognize valedictorians, none of our 2021 valedictorians are registered for this ceremony. As such, we will move on to the next part of our program. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for, the graduation of this outstanding class of 2021. As our announcers take their positions for the conferring of diplomas, let us take this opportunity to let you know that photographers from Grand Life Photography are taking pictures of each student as they receive their diploma cover, and we will send you links to those photos later this month. Each graduate will pause to have their picture taken with Superintendent Banfield before exiting the stage. Today's ceremony is being live streamed on EPIC's Facebook page and website. While you will receive a diploma cover today, each student who has met the requirements for graduation will receive their actual diploma in the mail later this month. All graduates walking across the stage must return to their seats and remain there for the duration of the ceremony unless there is a matter of genuine urgency. If so, they can bring that to the attention of a volunteer on the floor near their section. Every graduate worked hard to be here today, and we want every parent, guardian, and loved one with us and watching live to have an opportunity to see the moment their student is recognized. Also, it's important to note that we have several members of last year's EPIC Class of 2020 with us today. Because last year's ceremony was a virtual one, we have allowed anyone who graduated last year the opportunity to walk across the stage to complete this all-important rite of passage. Again, all students will be asked to resume their seat on the floor after getting their diploma cover and remain seated until all students have walked and received their diploma cover. Thank you.
Hayden Wyatt. Peyton Stephen. Zachary Parent. Haley Alsop. Maylee Morris. Taylor Brannon. Hunter Sundberg. Caitlin Culver. Kayla Thomas. Austin Putman. Olivia Downing. Cassandra Vasquez. Chacon. Adriana Hatcher. Jaden Curley. Yalitza Hernandez. Cameron McGurk. John Ezel. Jade Kaufman. Talia Binder. Grace Davis. Eric McCrae. Autumn Hamilton. Bryson Flynn. Callie Thompson. Tommy Solik. Tiana Jones. Avery Gingrich. Unique Williams. Sia Martin. Kendra Brown. Braxton Butera. Michaela Farrow. Aubrey Mayfield. Alex Webb. Shelby Wallace. Caleb Slater. Sierra Alexander. Alexis Stoudemire. Elena Barlow. Chloe Kane. Madison Trueblood Calhoun. Jessica Parks. Casey Hickman. Kalea Faulkner. Jessica Vargas. Haley Johns. Mason Steele. Amon Ashik. Caitlin Hun. Ariana Murchison. Jordan Ives. Samantha Jean. Cheyenne Hall. Kylie Garman. Sterling Jackson. Cassidy Clay. Ashley Bowen. Shaylee Weed. Peyton Lucero. Jack Crawford. Marvin Hamrick. Shannon Cosgrove. Annabelle England. Tegan Brueggemann. Nathan Howard. Jordan Simmons. Jeffrey Hansen. Allie White. Mackenzie Phelps. Austin Barnett. Sabrina Kaufman. Mariah Kexi. Melissa Rayo. Caleb Hannah. Seth McCoy. Monica Martinez. Aaliyah Hinson. Destiny Patton. Emily Teal. Kendall Brown. Eric Florencio. Jace Maxey. Hannah Krim. Jesse Watts. Kylie Maxwell. Tanisha Pickering. Kaylee Ellis. Haley Stewart. Emery House. Haley Hall. Maya Robertson. Cassie Tatum. Dylan McDonald. Joshua Copen. Savannah Copen. Jessica Baltazar. Jared Garcia. Kirk Duke. Judah Thompson. Andrew Wellmunster. Dakota Weber. Isaac Bedford. Amaya Brooks. Isabel Layerson. Joshua Shaw. Tristan Still. Jacob Yost. Truce No. Annabelle Guidison. Sydney Mack. Aiden Shelton. Maritza Lopez. Bo James Crow. Victoria Vigil. Shia Plaisance. Catalina Tafoya. Carrie Smith. Liliana Zelis. Okay. Abigail Zelis. No card. Madison Milligan. Guadalupe Sherbert. Avery Hill. Cadence Smith. McKaylee Strong. R.C. Stewart. Jacob Lynn. Jaden Reyes Washington. Avery Johnson. Logan Shields. Langston Shields. Alex Shields. Addison Webb. Morgan Cox. Madison Anderson. Bailey Walls. Angelica Vila. Skylar Gavin. Kirby Davis. Alyssa Boyles. Canyon Lindsay. Christopher Bishop. Brayden LaFever. Devin Fisk. Jude Hill. Emery Snyder. Keith Cameron. Tony Wand. Kyler Buckaloo. Elijah Webb. Ethan Green. Aiden Booker. McKaylee Skates. Aisha La Sala. Natalie Figgins. Addie Smith. Malachi Green. Chloe Tomlin. Nadia Pate. Oscar Perez. Francisca Vasquez. Kayla Manicom. JC Sossaman. Matthew Gibson. Alex Gibson. Hope Rivera. Aaron Ball. Xander Stevens. Christopher Heron. Andrew O'Keefe. Tabitha Kilgore. Haley Smoot. Rebecca Weaver. Angela Blanchard. Keena Daniel. Emma High. Clayton Recker. Matthew Lyons. Victor Sandy. Maya Ahmed. Jeffrey Grado. Tyler Millis. Gabrielle Hodgen. Lane Dolph. Hannah Capetillo. Madison Williams. Madison Sanford. Irene Garcia. Brianna Williams. April Wilkes. Elizabeth Holly. John Neal. Wyatt Wood. Briley Pospisil. Destiny Smith. Delana Jefferson. Braden Jeffries. Alejandra Torres.
Her teacher is on her phone with her.
Rachel Shehay. Dasani Thompson. Mackenzie Crenshaw. Dewan Norris. Kylie Mays. Lottie King. Alexandra Sparks. Katen Adams. Caitlin Jones. Cherokee Madison. Jamie McKenna. Mackenzie Brown. Corbin Miller. Haley Peavy. Samantha Carbajal. Ken Cargill. Kiara Cargill. Braden Cisco. Kamaria Knight. Aaliyah Melton. Kaden Atkinson. Mia Pullen Rivera. Alexandria Vandenberg. Joshua Gordonier. Joseph Jones. Macy Vela. Madeline Richardson. Hunter Likes. Lane Parrish. Avery Brumley. McKenna Smith. Johnson. Anthony Miller. Destiny Kane. Amber St. Clair.
I was trying.
Oh, okay. Maya Patton. Cody Johnson.
Was it Johnson? Yes. Good. Okay, good.
Michelle Goins. Torian Robinson. Deja Williams. Dajunique Rothwell. Abigail Harmoning. Rio Brown. Celeste Cases. Keenan Rothrock. Chloe Rothrock. Alyssa Bleeker. Elle Trojanowski. Avery Carey. Petra Doolin. Amanda Johnson. Mallory Sharp. Michael Holbada. Alexis Woodard. Haven Catania. Madison Ruiz. Sonia Larney. Diana Caldera. Zakoya Martinez Flores. Kayla Hill. Alyssa Hurt. Jamie Parsons. Grace Hood. Paula Brewer. Dylan Marquand. Jazra Downey. Crystal Emerton. Quan Brown. Travis Martin. Andrew Craig. Hasil Montoya. Abigail Smiddle-Cuffer. Rachel Butler. Emma Hutchison. Trayvon Minnis. Hallie Cree. Bryce Willis. Clarice Wright. Angela Bickford. Sean Ballard. Yesenia Pulido. Shalia Jackson. Melanie Chandler. Anaya Grant. Jalen Johnson. Catherine Moses. Zoe Foss. Amethyst Robbins. Alexis Vance. Blythe Graves. Train Bloke. Noah Roundtree. Timothy Broyles. Kindle Petrovich. Savannah Hansen. Amin Bard. Kylie Miller. Lane Noble. Joshua Sanchez. D'Angelo Lavario. Brandasha Young. Tori Shawnee. Zachary Barrett. Kylie Grooms. Rebecca Arceli Cisneros. Brianna Estrella Soto. Jaden Crace. Washington Bradshaw. Giovanni Hernandez. Lacey McCann. Adrian Peralta. Daniel Arce. Jennifer Romero. Joseph and Zany. Michaela Stoddard. Justice Riley. Samantha Salazar. Kiana Teal. Crenshaw Patterson. Olivia House. Maria Escobar Privet. Brooklyn Dugan. Pedro Olvera. Costin Tarazzi. Aiden Ritchie. Caleb Miller. Abigail Mahurin. Ethan Mahurin. Kaylin Ward. Adriana Mantooth. Zayden Hamilton. Davion Jones. Tatiana Rayburn. Delmy Gaitan Gomez. Woodmansey. Alyssa Whitaker. Kelsey York. Alexander Madron. Brianna Taylor. Madison Gathright. Kaden Weaver. Madison Couch. Justin Orr. Jessamine Bothan. And last, but definitely not least, Kaylee Dumas.
Close out our ceremony this evening. Please welcome back to the podium, EPIC Superintendent Bart Banfield.
Woo!
As we close out our graduation ceremony, honoring the achievements of the EPIC class of 2021, I would like to thank everyone who made today possible, including our volunteers, the EPIC communications and events teams, for their amazing work in facilitating today's events. And last but not least, each and every one of you for your love, support, and care of our high school graduates. Please give yourself a round of applause. And now it's time. I ask that all of our graduates please stand.
That's right. You guys are awesome!
Each of you has earned the right to take part in this time-honored tradition that signifies you have met and mastered the requirements that distinguish you as high school graduates. I'm going to count to 3, at which time I would like each of you to move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. This is a big moment and the universally recognized symbol that you have graduated. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. And now, it is my distinguished honor, with the power vested in me as the superintendent of EPIC Charter Schools, to pronounce the class of 2021 fully graduated.